a prayer.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of God. Lord, thank you for bringing us together today. We dedicate this meeting to you. Guide our thoughts, grant us wisdom, and help us communicate with clarity and respect. May we work together in unity and make decisions that bring positive results. This we pray in Jesus' name, amen.
Okay, today is July 2, 2026, and welcome to the Bids and Awards Committee meeting. So, requesting the head of the Back Secretariat for the roll call and declaration of a quorum.
Again, good afternoon. I will present to you the composition of the Bids and Awards Committee, the Technical Working Group, and the Secretariat. Kindly acknowledge your presence if your name is called. Let's start with the Bids and Awards Committee. Engineer Victorio T. Sahilan as our Vice Chairman.
Present.
And the members are Engineer Joselito A. Rua, Attorney Mary Teres P. Kizo, Engineer Liwald L. Picori, and Ms. Vina Maghinay, End User for Goods and Services. Considering that majority of the BAC are present, I declare these proceedings in quorum. The following are the Technical Working Group, Engineer Maribel Montesa as head, and the only member present today is Engineer Algen Galgo. The Secretariat are as follows: yours truly, Engineer Alma Abrigana as head. My members are Engineer Jiver Vargas and Ms. Marta Liames. We also invited at least 3 observers, but it seems that none of them are present today. I would like also to request the representatives from the prospective bidders to please stand and mention your name and firm. Let's start with you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mr. Perle Cagas, Branch Manager of Security, Rinjamin Security Agency Corporation.
Okay, thank you, sir. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of the presenters from the Planning and Design Division. That's all, Sir Victor.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Abrigana. So, the BAC being in quorum, I will call this meeting in order. So, our agenda for this afternoon are the following. We have the opening of bids of 1 PR under goods with PR number X2-26-05-091 with the contract name, purchase of random drug testing and confirmatory drug testing services of DPWH R10 office. And we also have pre-bid conference for 5 civil works projects and 1 PR under goods, the procurement of security services of DPWH Regional Office 10 for CY 2026 to 2027. And we have pre-procurement conference for 5 PRs under goods and 1 under consulting services. And we also have the pre-procurement conference of materials under Lanao del Sur. And also we have the presentation of the bid evaluation and post-qualification of the project that has been bid out. So let us start the opening of bids for the goods. So requesting the members of the BAC DPWH to account and retrieve and account the bidding documents. Okay, for the information of everyone, there is no bid received for this project. So let's move on to the pre-bid conference. Let us first have the security services, since we have the presence of the bidder. Okay, from the admin. Okay, sir, you may start the presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Administrative Division, I'm Leo Manuel Go, here to present for the pre-bidding conference for the procurement of security services for DPWH General Office X compound for CY 2026 to 2027. With contract ID number 26GK00001 for 37 security guards and 1 detachment commander with an ABC of 13,259,549 pesos and 76 cents. Here is the 3 ships for each location. And the minimum qualifications of security guards. The security guards shall have the following minimum qualifications: must be between 21 to 50 years old, must be at least high school graduate, has undergone pre-licensing training programs for new recruits or refresher training programs for security guards with more than 1 year experience, physically fit and mentally fit, and knows how to deal pleasantly and courteously with personnel, clients, and the general public. A summary of requirements: a service firearm with ammunitions, shotgun with ammunitions, handheld radio must have at least 5-kilometer radius coverage, motorcycle, handcuffs, rain boots, raincoats, umbrellas, and biometric device. Summary of requirements for the uniform. And important documents for submission during bidding. Certified true copy of the agency's license to operate as a security agency issued by the PNP Supervisory Office for Security and Investigative Agencies. Original copy of certification from SOSIA that the agency has not been blacklisted by any government and private institution. Certificate of membership by the PADPAO or other associations involved by the PNP and SOSIA. Certificate of pending or no pending labor standards violation case issued by the NLRC and DOLE. Proof of ownership of agencies' owned security equipment and motor vehicles. Security plan with an original affidavit of site inspection. Certification of at least satisfactory performance from current and previous clients within 2 years. Updated latest copies of 38 security personnel actual premiums from SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. Clearance from SSS, PHIC, and good standing from HMF from CY 2024 to 2025, and a sample of copy of 2026 payslip. Upon award of the contract, the security agency must submit the following documents duly accomplished by data of the 38 pledged security personnel with the following attached documents: duty detail order of a written schedule or assignment issued per security guard, NBI clearance, drug test result, and a photocopy of an expired private security license card. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, any question from the prospective bidders?
Good afternoon, sir. Can I ask the funding of this procurement is computed the new wages as 500 daily wage? Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the observation or comment. Okay, please be reminded that the deadline of receipt and submission of bids will be on July 14 until 10 a.m. and will be open immediately after the receipt and the deadline of submission, especially to the prospective bidders. So this will be the schedule, sir. Okay, let's move on to the civil works presentation. So requesting the presenter from the Planning and Design Division to start the discussion of the details of the project. Um, excuse me, sir. Thank you for coming there.
Yes, sir. So, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Planning and Design Division, Public Buildings Design Unit, I am Engineer Rufus Van Obshama, and I will be presenting one building project for this pre-bid conference. With contract ID 26K00204, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay South Poblacion, Guinsiliban, Camiguin, with coordinates 124.785,411 degrees and 9.096,188,833 degrees, located in Barangay South Poblacion, Guinsiliban, Camiguin, with an appropriation of 7 million pesos and approved budget for the contract of 6,926,809 pesos and 23 cents, with fund source FY 2026 GAA. Shown are the certificates in compliance with DO number 1 series of 2026 guidelines on the updating and monitoring of PAO and ABC in accordance with the latest CMPD for projects under the DPWH FY 2026 budget. The certificate in compliance with DO number 43 series of 2026 guidelines on utilization of construction material prices and equipment rental rates amid fuel price volatility and its effect to project cost estimates. We also have here the approved copy of the market scoping in accordance with Section 10 of Republic Act number 12009, or the new Government Procurement Act. Shown are the geotagged photos taken in Guinsiliban, Camiguin on March 19, 2026. Shown is the approved cover page of the DED plan, the location plan, the lot plan, the perspective, the floor plan, and elevation. And for the bill of quantities, we have Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthwork. Part D, reinforced concrete. Part E, finishing and other civil works. Part F, electrical. And Part G, mechanical. For the minimum manpower requirement, this project will require 24 number of personnel to complete. For the minimum equipment requirement, this project will require 5 major equipment and 10 minor equipment for a total of 15 equipment, with inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in a technical component of the bid in compliance with DO number 11 series of 2017. Shown is the minimum materials testing equipment for small contractors, for medium contractors, and for large contractors. And for the minimum contractor size range, this project will require a small B and a license category C and D. Shown is the sample format of the list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability. And for the summary of submittals, please be informed that the PAO, ABC, DUPA, and the certifications are already approved, as well as the detailed engineering design plan. That ends my presentation. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Engineer Obshoma. Okay, next project.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Planning and Design Division, I am Engineer Christina Gabor, and I'll be presenting two projects under Civil Works FY 2026 Regular Infrastructure Program. So we have here the contract ID 26K00185, Program, Network Development Program, Sub-Program, Construction of Bypass and Diversion Roads, Project Description, Junction Maramag-Maradugao Road, Junction Lampanusan Road Extension, Junction Sayre Highway, Damulog, Kibawe Junction, Buda, Kitaotao, Bypass Alternate Road, Barangay Tawas, Station 54 plus 600 to Station 54 plus 660, Kitaotao, Bukidnon. The scope of work is CW1, construction of concrete bridge. Its project location is in Kitaotao, Bukidnon. Source of fund, FY 2026 based on General Appropriations Act. Contract duration, 246 calendar days or 8.2 months, including Sundays, national holidays, and minimum rainy days. Its appropriation is 18,329,000 as per GAA, and the approved budget of contract is 17,687,485. Shown is the derivation of contract duration. Here is a signed copy of Certificate of Validation with the geotag photos and signed copy of the Certification of Compliance of CMPD, labor rates and equipment rates. All in accordance in Department Order Number 1, Series of 2026, Guidelines on the Updating and Monitoring of POW and ABC in accordance with the latest CMPD for projects under the DPWH FY 2026 budget. Shown is the Certificate of Compliance in accordance with Department Order Number 43, Series of 2026, Interim Guidelines on the Utilization of Construction Material Prices and Equipment Rental Rates amid fuel price volatility and its effect to project cost estimates. We have your signed copy of the market scoping in accordance with Section 10 of Republic Act Number 12009, New Government Procurement Act. Shown is the cover page, the location map, access road map. Maro Bridge is located approximately 59.4 kilometers from Sayre Highway near Camp 1 Elementary School. Shown is the topographic plan, the general plan and elevation, typical section for abutment and piers, the material sources map, summary of quantities, and we have here the bill of quantities. We have Part A, facilities for the engineer, Part B, other general requirements, Part F, bridge construction. For the scope of works, the previous contract, we have substructure, abutment A and B, pier 1 and 2, 4 girders for 1 span. For the current contract, we have 4 girders for 1 span. And for the balance for funding, we have gabions, girders, deck slab, sidewalk, railings, approach slab, and miscellaneous structures. For the minimum equipment requirement, the project requires 8 major equipment and 2 minor equipment for a total of 10 equipment. Inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid. For the minimum manpower equipment, this project will require 36 number of personnel. Shown is the list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability. This project will require size range of medium A and license category B. For the POW, ABC, and DUPA, as well as the D plan, are already approved. That ends the first presentation.
Okay, proceed to the next project.
So we have here the Benoni Bridge. For efforts program, we have Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps, CPAG, sub-program Access Roads, and Bridges from the National Roads leading to major strategic public buildings or facilities. We have the project description, construction of bridge from Barangay Benoni, Mahinog to Barangay Maac, Guinsiliban section, K0017 plus 960 to K0018 plus 060 Camiguin. Project ID, we have P010353001MN. Scope of work, we have CW1, construction of concrete bridge. Project location, Mahinog, Camiguin. Source of fund, FY 2026 based on General Appropriations Act. Contract duration is 280 calendar days or 9.33 months. The total estimated cost is 91,645,000 and the approved budget of contract is 88,437,425. We have a certificate of validation with its geotag photos in accordance with Department Order Number 1, Series of 2026. We also have the certification of compliance for the CMPD, labor rates, and equipment rates in accordance with Department Order Number 1, Series of 2026. We also have the signed copy of Certificate of Compliance in accordance with Department Order Number 43, Series of 2026. We also have here a signed copy of the market scoping in accordance with Section 10 of Republic Act Number 12009. Shown is the cover page, location map, access road map. Benoni Bridge is located along the Camiguin Circumferential Road and is approximately 0.52 kilometers from Benoni Port, Mahinog, province of Camiguin. Shown is the general plan and general elevation, typical section for abutment and pier, summary of quantities, material sources map, and we have here the bill of quantities, Part A, facilities for the engineer, Part B, other general requirements, Part C, earthwork, Part E, surface courses, Part F, bridge construction. Part G, drainage and slope protection structure, and Part H, miscellaneous structures. We have here the scope of works from the previous contract. We have the girders for span 1 and 2, abutment A, pier 1, pier 2, abutment B, slope protection, sheet piles. And for the current contract, we have wing wall, approach, and MS wall for abutment A and B, girders for span 3, deck slab for spans 1 to 3, miscellaneous structures for bridge completion. For the minimum equipment requirement, this project will require 25 major equipment and 13 minor equipment with a total of 38 equipment. For the minimum manpower requirement, this project will require 149 number of personnel. Shown is the list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract supported by certifications of availability. This project will require a size range of medium B and license category A. For the PAO, ABC, and DUPA, as well as the DED plan, are already approved. Thank you. Okay. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Gabor. So let's proceed to the next project.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Engineer Margalio from Highways and Design Section of Planning and Design Division. And I will be presenting one road project for this pre-bid conference. To begin with contract ID 26K00093 under project category 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system. The construction of bypass and diversion road Cabanglasan, San Fernando Alternate Road, Mandahican-Nakabuklad-Halapitan Road, Barangay Nacabuklad Section, Station 8+100 to Station 12+100, San Fernando, Bukidnon. Under Bukidnon, 2nd LD, and appropriation for this project, 18,877,000 pesos, and ABC amount of 18,215,726 pesos. Contract duration for this project, 180 calendar days or 6 months, including Sundays, national holidays, and rainy days, based on DO 44 series of 2012. Project location, San Fernando, Bukidnon. Type of work of courage to improvement, paving of shoulders, with physical target of 4,000 square meter. Under FY 2026 General Appropriation Act, ECC status, ECC is available based on DO 159 series of 2022. Shown is the site photos, the beginning and the end of the project. Shown is the site development plan, the typical roadway section, and the quarry source map. For bill of quantities, we have Part A, facilities for the engineer, Part B, other general requirements, Part C, earthwork, Part D, sub-base and base course, Part E, surface courses, Part G, drainage and slope protection, and for Part H, miscellaneous structures. In a total of 24 minimum equipment requirements for this project, including a list of material testing equipment based on DO 11 series of 2017 and one set of mechanized joint sealer equipment based on DO 80 series of 2016. As mentioned, here's a copy of Department Order 11 series of 2017, the inclusion of minimum material testing equipment in the technical component of the bid. And for the OET 2016, the mandatory use of joint sealer equipment machine for sealing joint on concrete pavement. For license classification, based on DO 110 series of 2024, the contractor requires at least medium A. And please take note that all procuring entities with the department are required to include ISO 9001-2015 certification or its latest version as applicable as part of the project requirements in the bidding documents for infrastructure projects. In a total of 59 manpower requirements, including one material engineer based on DO 98 series of 2016. And for status of submittals for PAO, ABC, and DUPA, DD plan and BOQ already approved. And shown is the approved cover page plan of the project. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Margalio. Okay, for I think the last project, Intensity 8. Okay, Dave, we feel the magnitude in Intensity 8. Okay, Dave. Uy, gipaningutan siya. Okay, start the presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Engineer Mario Davy Canto from Planning and Design Lanao del Sur Cluster, and I'll be presenting one project in this pre-bidding conference. We have contract ID 26K00066, construction of cross drainage along Iligan-Marawi Road, Chainage 0 to Chainage 1200. Project location Lanao del Sur. Scope of work, construction of drainage and structure along road. Source of fund FY 2026 GAA. With appropriation of 50 million pesos and an ABC of 48,249,565 pesos and a contract duration of 330 calendar days. Shown here is the certificate of validation and a certification in compliance to CMPD and the market scoping. Shown here is the location plan of the project, the general plan and elevation. For the bill of quantities, we have Part A, facilities for the engineer, Part B, other general requirements, Part C, earthwork, Part G, drainage and slope protection structures, Part L, C, drainage works. For the minimum equipment requirements, we have a subtotal of 14 for the major equipment, a subtotal of 9 for the major equipment, for a total of 23, in compliance with DO 11 series of 2017. Please take note, a license classification of the project is medium A. Shown here is the minimum material testing equipment for medium contractors. And for the manpower requirements, the project requires at least 32 personnel to complete the project. For the status of submittals, PAO, ABC, and DUPA, as well as the DED plan and backup quantities are already approved. Shown here is the approved copy page for this project. That will be all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Engineer. Sako ka, Dave? Ay, wala di ay. Okay, thank you, Engineer Higanti. Okay, we are done with the pre-bid conference. So, any motion for the adjournment? So, it has been moved and seconded. So, this pre-bid conference is now adjourned. By the way, the deadline, the receipt and submission of bids for this particular project will be on July 14 until 10 a.m. and will be open immediately right after the deadline of the receipt and the deadline of submission. Okay, let's proceed to the